3 years ago, I was in the best shape of my life. I ran a marathon with David Goggins.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
I ran 50 miles in the Everglades and a 100K around UCF as my graduation got canceled. And then life hit me in the face. I got my first full-time job, a girlfriend, and I started a YouTube channel. And I went from 165 pounds all the way to 225. In the start of 2023, I decided things had to change. So I decided to challenge myself. How good of a runner could I be at the end of 100 days? This is that story.
Day number one, here we go. This week's goal is to run 25 miles. It means I have to run 3 or 4 miles every single day. Reason why is about 1 month from now, I have a half marathon. It's gonna be a trail race. And this organizer also added in an extra 2/10 of a mile. So 13.3 miles. We're gonna gradually scale up from running 25 this week to hopefully 40 first week of February. Hopefully we lose some weight as well, because while I'm doing this 100-day challenge of running, my first 30 days is no soda. So this makes it double tough for me. Drinking no soda, which gives me caffeine, allows me to exercise a little bit, plus running every single day, making it tough on myself, but you know what? It's well needed.
It is 4:10 a.m. to do a run. The reason why is I have a flight in about 2 hours to Connecticut. I'm really tired. You guys can see this, but this is the last day of week number 1.
So 1 mile done. I think we're only gonna do 2 because I might miss my flight this morning if I do more. But honestly, it doesn't feel too bad. I am quite tired. I'm more of a night owl rather than a morning person, but to run all 100 days, I do think I'm gonna have to start waking up a little bit early. It's tough managing everything. I don't know what it is today. It's only supposed to be a 3-mile run, but I feel super lightheaded. So we're in the first half. I think we're gonna walk the majority of the second half and run a little bit. I know I've been tired, but that's been most of the days that I've been running. I'm not sleeping too well before we close into the new house, but we'll see what happens. First run here at the new place after walking last 2 days. My legs feel great. We're running 4 miles today. We're gonna run 6 miles tomorrow on Sunday, so 10 miles between the 2 days. We're scaling up for that half marathon. Can't wait to run it in just a few more weeks, but we have a long way to go. That 6-mile run was awesome. Definitely felt like I got a runner's high on that. I was smiling while I was really tired, which was something that happened back when I was doing a lot of ultras and stuff like that. So glad running is getting back to me. Tomorrow we have an 8-mile run, so back-to-back long runs. Not gonna lie, the beginning of this run, I felt trash, but we're 5 miles into it, and it's the halfway point. Today I was supposed to do 8, but we're knocking out 10. Thank you, OBESE Black Water Park, for getting me through this. You'll probably see some Gajira or Trivium on the way back. But man, 10 miles already. We're gonna crush that half in February. So this weekend we're doing 20 miles. I did 8 yesterday. Today is 12. We are 3 miles in, around an 11-minute pace. So not only is this hard because I did a long run yesterday, also I was out late yesterday watching an Era concert. So I am exhausted, but we got to get this long run in. Remember when I used to train for ultras, I did long runs back-to-back days, and this is recreating that experience. So about an hour and 10 minutes in, finished 6 miles, so we're halfway done with this run. Easy part is done though. We have 6 more challenging miles, but you know what? I'm all smiles because we're getting better every single week. Last weekend I struggled with 10 miles. This weekend we're struggling with 12. Definitely hit the wall. 10.6 in, and I'm literally exhausted. So what I think I'm gonna do is walk that next half mile, do a little bit running, walk, and finish off this run. Proud I was able to do 20 this weekend. But man, I am so tired. All right, on to next week. So it's Sunday morning. 1 week from now, I have the half marathon. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. I didn't run yesterday. So either we can cancel this video or we can keep pushing forward. Here's the reason why. I don't want to BS you guys. First, I had a flight at 5 a.m. in the morning, which means I had to be up at 3 to go to the airport. Then I had a card show all day. As soon as I landed in Houston, I went to the card show, and then saw a Parkway Drive concert last night. I didn't get back to my hotel until midnight. Ended up being a 21-hour day for me. Today, got up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Again, lack of sleep. I'm tired, exhausted, but I told myself I'm gonna run 10 miles this morning. When I got up, I did not want to run at all, but I made myself do it. I drank a Celsius to get some energy, and I found this really cool running trail that goes down, I don't know, it's like this river throughout Houston. You can see some of the city. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think it was Ben Gibbard of Death Cab of a Cutie that said when you travel, you can do speed tourism and see a lot of really cool things. And you know what? I'm gonna do that a lot more often. We get to see a completely new environment, run some really fun trails, and see some landmarks. So let's knock out this 10-mile run. Half marathon today. We're gonna say I ran a 5K yesterday. We're gonna put 3.1 miles towards that and hit the 10 miles today. I'm exhausted. The card show to go to, flight back home to Orlando. It's gonna be a long day. 20 minutes until this race starts. Now, the goal for today is to run about 240 to 250. It's slightly longer than a half marathon, and I know that time sounds pretty awful. It really is. My fastest half was about a 125 I ran during the Miami Marathon, but that's when I was in shape. Right now, I'm 40 pounds overweight. Anyways, I have a race to run. Let's do it.
I'll start with the safety brief. Your biggest threat out there is tripping hazards. This is in the woods. There are roots and vines and stumps and clumps of grass and all sorts of stuff you can trip over. They're not all marked. Be really careful. We have a couple of footbridges out there. One of them I put some pink flagging on so you don't step in the soft spot. Be aware of that. We have several species of venomous snakes. If you see one, just go around it. Don't go near it. Stay 3 feet or more away. You should be good.
And this is for the half marathon start and half marathon only. Everybody else will start you guys in a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go off of the minute, so we got 20 seconds. 20 seconds till we start. Again, time starts when you cross the blue mats. Please be careful crossing them. Don't trip on them. Don't tangle them up for the next person. When you guys, your time stops when you guys finish on the other end. All right, runners, on your mark. Get set, and go.
And with that, the race started. Now the first mile or so was all single track, which normally isn't an issue when you trail run. But in a race like this, you sometimes get behind slower people who decide to walk or jog extremely slow. And in retrospect, I think that was a good thing, because a lot of times in races, I would start out a little bit too fast, and I think a lot of people do have that problem. But it was an absolutely beautiful course out there. I really enjoyed the scenery, and with it being a cooler day in Florida, I felt really strong.
So we're about 3.3 miles in. The last mile or so was kind of technical in a sense. A ton of roots everywhere. Almost twisted my ankle in one of them. But luckily we're going pretty strong right now, averaging between like 11 and 12 minute pace. Catch you guys soon. This is not fun. Oh, I lost my shoe on that one. Gotta wear double socks. Pull. Oh man. All right. About halfway done with the race, we got out of that mud trap. Feeling pretty good, although my socks are soaked. But I guess that's why I'll also wear double layers just in case. All right, see you in a few miles. We got a landmine trap over here, a lot of holes. So we gotta be careful with those. So we're about 10 miles into the race. I'm creeping up a little bit, so I'm gonna walk about a quarter of a mile, but still going pretty strong. Did find out my watch is off though. Checked it with a bunch of other runners, and mine is a half mile short. So when I've been doing all my training runs, I've been running actually farther than expected. I guess that's good for those, but bad for races because I really don't know how far I am sometimes with them. Either way, we're gonna finish this race strong. Officially past the last water station. So I think we have like 2 miles to go, possibly. Either way, we're almost done. Definitely exhausted. We're gonna run out the rest of this. Last quarter mile left. We're so freaking close to 2:30. The wind is blowing in my face. Let's beat the clock. One minute, guys. 1 minute. Race is right over here. We did it. It's like a 13.4, 13.5 mile run under 2:30, guys. We did it. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but ran about a mile this way. My hands were stinging. Ran back to the hotel to grab some cash to pick up some gloves at a gas station. Didn't expect it to be in the 20s today. Anyways, now I can finally hit up a trail. A few miles to go until we get to see something cool, but it's quite pitch dark out there. Let's hope the sun comes out and this is well worth it. So waking up at 5 a.m. this morning was well worth it. Check out these mountains. I'm doing like 10.5 mile run. I'm freezing. It's time to get back to the hotel. I hate this weather. This hill is crazy. Definitely not something you see in Florida. So with the half marathon and Utah run going well, I decided it is time to sign up for my next race. 50K on April 1st. And no, this is not a sick April Fool's joke. 2.5 times my farthest run so far in less than 50 days. It's gonna be a tough challenge, but I know I can do it, and it's trail, so it's gonna be really fun. Just hope it's not too warm that weekend and that this trail has a lot of shade. Now 10 miles into this first 20-mile run, honestly things feel pretty good. It's a lot easier than it was in Utah, but then again I wasn't dealing with 22-degree weather or also the cold wind and hills, but it's gonna be my longest run in a long time. The half was supposed to be 13.5 miles, so we're adding 6.5 miles on top of it. Pretty large increase, but I know I can do it. So running 14 miles today. It's gonna last a long run until the 50K. Unfortunately, I've had IT band issues the last 2 weeks, so didn't do any long runs then, and very limited running. A little tougher of a run, which kind of concerns me for that 50K, but I know I can power through it. So right now, I'm at like 9.5 miles. So pretty close to finishing it up. 2 weeks to go.
Well, this is it. I got also a drop bag built out this morning, 443. Let's go over here and grab these for the car right over. And we're officially on the way to the Croom 50K. 30 minutes to the start of the race, the nerves have definitely hit in. Although I guess it's a good thing, right? You have the butterflies, you're super excited to run the race. We're gonna crush this 50K.
Take a right onto Croom Road. It's gonna go 7/10 of a mile. So if you've been running for 30 minutes, you run too far.
Man,
there are
it's been
3
crazy.
portalets. I recommend you use those in the woods. Don't worry, as ships start, but we will start without you in 10 seconds. 5,
You're good, you're good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Don't run over Joe. That's it.
All right, guys, since we crossed this right over, we're started. This heat is always the worst. I hate this part of Joe. Definitely not used to hills like this. 4 as well. 4 mile aid station.
I think I'm good. You grab anything? No, I'm good too. I'm good.
This water feels so good. So freaking cold. All right, let's get running. So we're about an hour 15, just crossed the 10K mark. So 1/5 of the way there. For those first few miles, it's been pretty flat. We're going up the hill a little bit right now, but feeling pretty good. A little of the Celsius is wearing off a little bit. So next aid station, definitely have to eat some food and see if they have any energy packets because I don't have any gels. But either way, going well so far. Yeah, water, Gatorade, or whatever it is. Sweet. You got everyone over here now. We're at like 9 miles. Drop bags are here, but I left my drop bag back at the main area. Figure that's better, but
Oh yeah. What do you need? It hurt my feelings. I need peanut butter. That fills me out more.
how do you get dirt on it?
I know how you get dirt on it. Yes.
That was well worth it, man. A lot of gummy bears, pretzels, chips, tons and tons of Gatorade. But I think we go straight ahead over here, and that continues the race. Just gonna make sure. And another aid station, 4 miles. We got a steep one over here. Check out this. Doesn't look that steep in camera, but for Florida wise, this is huge. I mean, this is like, I won't say straight downhill. Definitely can't run this. Whew. I would hate to run that uphill, man. So I'm pretty thankful this is a downhill section. We're like intertwining all this area. But yeah, we are about 11 miles in, so 1/3. We're at 2:18, so probably looking at like a 7-hour to 8-hour finish, if I was to guess. But let's get back to running. I think the coast is clear. And I guess we're getting our photo taken after these 2 hills. Well, I guess we don't have a photographer ahead. Long gone. But we have some leads. And some nice flat trails now. There we go. We got a mountain climb over here. Saw runners going all the way up past over there. We're gonna walk this and then back to running. But just a quick update for you guys. 11.5, 2.5 hours. This right here is what you love to see. Finally getting some water, which I needed a little bit ago. Drink up. Kind of hard to record that, but like 5 cups of Gatorade and 1 water. So refueled, no food there obviously. Next time we're gonna bring some Cheez-Its on this run. This snap one's pretty good, but I think we have like 3.5 miles till we get back to base camp, which I'm looking forward to. Get to sit down for a little bit, switch out batteries on the GoPro, and 1 more lap to go. Definitely tired, but I got this. Right now, heart rate wise, I've been running a lot around like 150 or so, so not ideal. Definitely getting pretty hot, but a little more to go. All right, guys, we're about done with lap number 1. 1 more to go, but it feels nice. At least be back to home base. that's lap 1. We have one more lap to go. So in and out of that aid station about probably 10 minutes or so, man. The cold water felt so good on the body. But we got Cheez-Its, both pockets. We're gonna run with this Powerade this time because there's only water over there in the aid station, mile 4 or something like that. We're at 15.5. Let's finish this race strong, man. Slightly over 3.5 hours, so a little slower than I wanted to be. Didn't expect all those hills, so we're probably gonna be anywhere from 7 to 8 hours to finish this off. But that being said, let's crush it. And last time we started the race, I think we were on the road, but this time the sign says go right. So brand new trail for me. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we avoid that sand trap. This is pretty bad, but feel refreshed. We're gonna run these flat parts. We're still gonna walk those unfortunate hills. There's way more than I anticipated. There it is, the aid station, guys. We got there. There we go.
Last year thunderstorms.
So clutch with this aid station. Still need to douse myself in water. It's so freaking hot over here.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Ate a ton of gummies, filled up both Cheez-Its packs. This time I had like Lay's chips in it and then also pretzels, salty stuff. Didn't grab any other gummies to go. Thought about it, it would probably be pretty gross. It still is probably gross as it is. Got a refill bottle, drink like 3 or 4 Gatorade cups, drenched in water. So I feel like a million times better after that aid station. We're just gonna walk a little bit so that way everything digests down. Like I said, lots of gummies. And we'll go. This is the hardest part of the course in my opinion, but we're on the home stretch. One last time in the giant hills. Not gonna lie, the cramping on my legs while walking down this hill, not fun at all. And what goes down must go up. I think there's 2 of these that are like right next to each other. Before we see our photographer friend again, see those guys way back in the distance, down and up again. Last time we walked that hill, this time we're trotting, man. Way behind the time. We're at 6:30, past marathon mark. What an anticlimactic way to finish. Our final turns. almost 100 days of work to go from barely running a few miles to being an ultra runner. 2 turns left.